Meditation is for shifting the mindset. And then I need to have the right knowledge and wisdom so that my conscious mind draws from the right wisdom and knowledge and then knows how to create more Meditation is for shifting the mindset. And then I need to have the right knowledge and wisdom so that my conscious mind draws from the right wisdom and knowledge and then knows how to create more newer experiences.
You need some time between the trigger and the response. If the time is very short, then the response is from our pre-programmed beliefs, pre-programmed attitudes, or samskaras or vasanas. Whereas if you take the time, then you are able to cognitively think and respond. What gives the time between the trigger and response is meditation. The practice of meditation allows us to expand that time between the trigger and the response.
The pyramid shape itself, yes, there is this 3 points, and of course there is an apex at the top. It acts as an energy accumulator. It draws in the cosmic energy and it just focusing it within its structures. Amplified energy is there inside the structure itself. It retains that. That's what they say.
When I have tested some of my parameters, which is like H1BAC, I'll be very open. It was at 6.4 many months ago, which means like I'm on the verge to get a diabetic person. Okay. But then with this practice, with this focus on like helping myself to heal, keeping myself, reseating myself that I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm meditating them and like trying to keep my mind empty. I think it helped me to bring those parameters from 6.4 to 5.9. I'm on a further journey to like get back, and one of my doctors was really surprised. Hey, how come you brought it back so quickly? So I think like this is something that's really helping, and I'm happy to share that this is happening.
So first and foremost thing, my stress got reduced. So I became more energetic. Even for working for a long time and traveling 50 plus kilometers every day to the workplace, but still I am more energetic. And then I became more mindful. I started responding rather reacting.
So with just 6 days of meditation practice, they used to give so much of nice experiences, what's happening in their workplace and even in their family relations. So that is very impressive to learn about their experiences with the meditation.
So when my life was filled with all this, full of darkness, meditation came as a light. That point, I started meditating, and slowly I was able to control my distractions, get more focused, and I was able to become a doctor because of that. So I'm really grateful for that. So with meditation, now I'm more compassionate, I can express more gratitude, forgive better, and have a better clarity about the future.
We are trained to pursue the things always in a, like heroic way, always. And we sometimes tend to, not giving enough importance to our journey. And we tend to pursue every other person's journey as very heroic or something which is wonderful. And meditation brings that kind of compassion within yourself that, okay, so meditation is something which brings your journey as close as to someone's whom you pursue a special journey.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Welcome to the day 31 of Yogam 40 Days program. Yesterday, we have been learning about pyramid energy. Today, we will hear a new topic. We have Rakesh sir with us. Welcome, Rakesh sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Nagendra. Happy morning, friends, and those joining from the West. Wonderful evening. Beautiful memories that you just saw. Some of you expressed how meditation is helping you transform. It all happens with a change in understanding. Ignorance is a cause of suffering. Now, every situation is neutral. It becomes positive or negative, good or bad, based on the meaning that we give to it. If you think that my home situation or my financial situation is because my parents didn't give me enough support, or my family is not supporting me, then that is your reality. That is how it will be. But if you move to a state that, okay, I am responsible for my creation, my thoughts and feelings are creating my reality, then you move to a different environment, different situation. So ignorance is the cause of the suffering. So we move from various stages. So as we practice meditation, we start developing friendship. Ignorance means there is always enemies around you, because everyone else is working against you. So you have to defend yourself. You have to be in that mode to survive. So once you come into practice of meditation, then you go inside and recognize your true nature and say, hey, why am I fighting with everyone? Everyone is one. So you start developing friendship with others. So you've broken or defeated the ignorance within you. So you start developing friendship with others. You become Arihant. The first step as you become a meditator is you become an Arihant. You are fully empowered. You start, enjoying everyone's company. You stop judging others. So you live a life of full abundance. So you do, so from ignorance, you move to Arihant. And as you practice, you master your life outside. You become a leader, you start contributing. You become a bodhisattva. So you start teaching. Hey, it's not just me who I have to, benefit from this. I want to empower everyone else. I have to share my knowledge, my experience, many of you sharing these beautiful experiences. You are becoming a bodhisattva because you want to help others. You want to share everything that you have learned so that others can benefit from it too. You start sharing, hey, there's this new program. Hey, I have seen so much benefits. Why don't you join this program too? So you no longer, want to keep that benefit to yourself, and you become a bodhisattva. You start, sharing it with others. You're crossing a river. You come across a river. You need to cross. If you are in the ignorance stage, then you see, hey, this is it. I mean, I have nothing to cross. I don't know what to do. My life is ending here. There's a river, huge river. I can't cross. So I'll stay here. I can't do anything more. The nature is against me. The God is against me. I know everything is against me. So I stay there. But then you become Arihant when you say, there is always a way for me to cross the river. So as a Arihant, you recognize it is your mindset that is stopping you from crossing the road. You jump in and find, hey, it's easy to cross. As an ignorant person, you don't even want to take a step to find how deep the river is. But as Arihant, then you realize, hey, this is something that let me explore. Why, think that just because there's river, I can't cross. So you step in and you cross the river. Now, as Bodhisattva, and once you cross the river as Arihant, you live your life fully there, because there's so much of beautiful garden, beautiful trees, beautiful things that you can enjoy across the river. But now as Bodhisattva, hey, it's not just me I'm crossing. I want to tell others how to cross the river. You stay there and wait for others to come and tell them how to cross. So as Bodhisattva, you are waiting. You start saying, I will teach meditation. When somebody else comes for help, I am there for others. Now, as you continue to practice, you become a Buddha. Now, Buddha means you're not waiting for somebody to come and tell you, but you go actively and say, you are, to help them transform. You come back, you cross back the river and look for people who are, struggling and suffering, and say, hey, this suffering is optional. There is a way, and you go out and start teaching. You start, sharing, because you are experiencing that wholeness, that oneness. I'm no longer, just me, but I'm everyone. So you go out and start, teaching. It doesn't matter if somebody is accepting or not, but that you have to go and help others. Helping others means teaching them meditation so that they are fully empowered. In fact, that's what Buddha did. After enlightenment, he went back and moved from villages to villages to villages, or cities to cities, and started teaching meditation. At Buddha's Yoga Foundation, everyone who comes here, we believe, is becoming a Buddha. In fact, everyone is a Buddha. Hundreds of people who are, benefiting are actively going out and teaching, going to schools. We have had stories where just listening to the programs, they go and say, I will go to my school and say, let me teach this breath-mindfulness meditation. It's so easy to practice. I want my students to be benefiting. Many Buddha CEOs who go to nearby colleges and say, I have seen this benefit. I'll go and teach, because they're actively going and seeking people who can take benefit from this practice. It's a journey, and whatever stage you are in, either you are Arihant or Bodhisattva or Buddha, it is a great state to be in, because you are moved away from your ignorance. So you start recognizing that, okay, it is a benefit that I have to share. I am there to contribute to this, everyone's happiness. and you slowly move. Yes, it doesn't matter what time you are in, but there are many today who started practice a few years ago, but then suddenly there is a realization, okay, I have to go and teach. It doesn't matter what time it is, but you cross that with regular practice of meditation. Everyone who's part of this process of meditation, who is sincerely practicing meditation, will become a Buddha. Where you experience that oneness and stop thinking it is only for me, but doing it for everyone. So very grateful to everyone who is here. Nagendra ji, is a prime example here, who is actively, wherever you go, he's talking about meditation at his office, and take every opportunity. Neha ji here, amazing. She wants to be and doing service in every way so that this wisdom can go to everyone. Every Buddha CEO here who's coming into the meditation practice is becoming a Buddha. So let's get into our meditation, friends. Simple yet very powerful practice. The only thing that we do is commit to do it consistently. Because our breath is helping us connect to that intelligence and becoming that one with everything and everybody. It is helping us to be mindful. It is helping us to live our life of awareness in our day-to-day, experiencing everything beautifully in our life. So relax, friends. Let's go into meditation. And after the meditation, we will have an opportunity today to again interact in a smaller rooms, share your experiences. This is the 5th week. I'm sure many of you are seeing, many benefits or many experiences. It doesn't matter big or small, but those experiences are valuable because that is helping you move forward. And of course, there are questions. That's okay too. It's good to ask those questions. Good opportunity now after the meditation where you stay back, interact with your facilitators. They are here because they want to be, helping each of us here in our journey. So let's get into meditation, friends. Relax. We are going into emptiness meditation. We start with heart elevation by bringing up love, compassion, gratitude, any of these elevated emotions for a few minutes, which is helping us go into the breath mindfulness meditation deeper. And the goal of the breath meditation is to empty our mind and connect with that infinite intelligence around us. The way to do it is by observing our simple natural breath. Right, friends? Thoughts come, it's perfectly fine. The moment you recognize your thinking, you bring back your attention to the breath. We're not trying to analyze, we're not trying to control, we're not trying to fight with the thoughts. We recognize they are part of our process. Just let them go, observe your thinking, let it go, and then bring back your attention gently to your breath. This process is we need to be gentle with ourselves. Help us to connect with our own higher self. All right. Start with an intention to go deeper within yourself. Dear friends, dear masters, with specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands over your chest area, and resting your attention on your loving heart. Take a slow, relaxing breath and feel your heart center. Feel the seed of all emotions. Nurturing all life. With its energies of compassion, kindness, gratitude. You recollect an experience from your past, or simply imagine yourself experiencing something that moves you into a higher emotion. Touch a flower, hug a tree, play with a child. Serving and helping somebody who is in need. Whatever that may be, dear friend, that moves you into a higher emotion, imagine and feel that energy. The more you experience this energy of love, of joy, the more coherent you become. The more you go into acceptance of things. The more connected you become. And allow yourself to
direct this energy onto everything and everyone on this planet to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Relive that moment and radiate that energy. And slowly, let's go into breath-mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. So, your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends.
When you observe your breath, the mind becomes less and less of thought. You experience greater calmness inside of you, all around you. become aware of the emptiness inside of you, all around you, as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness and energy, the more the longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more focused you become, the more coherent you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath. Merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your divine self. The longer you stay aware, This is your divine self, this greater mind. Everybody and everything is connected in this field of energy. The more you stay aware of this emptiness, nothingness, emerge into this energy, the more connected you become. The more one you become.
Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Can you express gratitude? To all things and everyone. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, to your family, friends, colleagues. Gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the company, the governments, and to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then open your eyes.
Hope you all had a rejuvenating meditation experience today. So, dear friends, today we will be having a breakout room, and there will be a small breakout room. You'll be able to share your experience and ask any questions if you have. So before we get into the breakout room, there is an announcement. Today we will be having an insightful discussion based on the Book of Children's, facilitated by Nisha Ramachandran and Srinivas Ankareddy, morning 8:15 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. IST, batch 1. Batch 2, Prasad PT and Charishma, evening 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Please do join the book clubs and attend the program. Thank you. So now the procedure for the breakout room is we need to drop from the this webinar Zoom, and we will be moving out to a different breakout Zoom. From current session, please log out. You are seeing the breakout room link on the chat window, and also on your WhatsApp. The breakout room details has been shared. Yeah, please log out from the current session and click on the link. It will automatically take you to the Zoom page. So put it over here.